Welcome to Revealed, revealing the unseen of weddings.
I'm Tracy.
And I'm Holly.
And we're here to pull back the veil on one of the most extravagant, emotional, and sometimes downright crazy industries out there.
Whether you're a bride or groom-to-be, seasoned wedding pro, or just someone who loves a good story, you're in the right place. Hello, welcome back.
Hey y'all, it's been a minute.
A hot minute.
We know. We're sorry.
We did warn you that it was going to be a busy season and that we probably wouldn't be back in a while.
Yeah, there's been weddings, traveling, just a lot going on. So we apologize, but we're here.
And we got some stuff for you.
We do. This is going to probably be a little bit of a shorter episode because I actually have to leave here in a little bit to go to a hair trial. But we wanted to do something even if it was going to be short because we know that we need to do better.
Yes.
We're going to try, guys. We're really going to try to get our act together. We had a lot of really good feedback about the Am I the Asshole series from Reddit, so I think we're just going to do 2 more of those really quickly, and then at the end there will also be some more interviews from the
live thing that we did.
What? Swain
Boat
Center.
Yeah, with Casey.
Yes. All right, so we're just going to get into it.
You want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Okay, so am I the asshole? I, blank, have been dating my fiance, blank, for 12 years and was proposed to in May. We agreed to have the wedding May, blank, to match our anniversary, July, blank. He asked me to be his girlfriend July... Well. Okay. He asked me to be his girlfriend on a very specific night in July.
Perfect.
Which would make it the next day of July because it was midnight. We keep disagreeing on the subject, LOL. That's not important. I've been planning a lot of it to save money, and I'm very artistic too, so I've been doing a lot of the hands-on labor as well. He has been funding a lot of it. I spoke to my bridesmaids and showed them the dress and color I would like them to wear, dusty pink, and the groom, pink and white, groomsmen, cream and pink ties and pink vest outfits. I showed my future mother-in-law what color and style of dress I wanted her and my mother to wear, a darker pink, and the grandmothers as well. I told her she could pick her own style dress, but that's the color I would like for it to be. She was okay with it, but then started scrolling online and shows me the dress she wants, which fits the pink I'm okay with. And I said, sure, no problem. Okay, pause. I'm sorry, guys. Trying to, read it without grammar and a little bit of the wording is, I don't know. Bear with me. I'm trying to get through this. She keeps looking and finds another dress, which happens to be the pink and exact dress that I picked out for the bridesmaids. I politely told her that's the dress I picked out. Please pick something else. She goes back to scrolling, and we get up to leave to take my fiance's brother out to celebrate his birthday at a gaming bar he asked to go to, and she goes and shows the 2 dresses to my fiance and asks him to pick which dress she would look nice in as I'm in the bathroom. When I came out, he picked the bridesmaid dress that I had showed him and clearly told her no to, and she had agreed with him and ordered the dress. Now I'm trying to scramble since the wedding is 6 months away to find a new dress for the bridesmaids and colors since she went and ordered the dress. I spoke to my mom and my bridesmaids and tried to go back to the drawing board, but just thinking about it makes me so upset. He spoke to his mom about it and she called me, but the way she addressed it was like, oh, I already ordered it. Is there any way I can keep it since I don't have much money to order another dress, kind of making me feel bad and guilty over it. But each time I look for other dresses, it's like I had my mind set on that one for them, and now I have to figure it out. I text my fiance today as he's at work to vent to him how I'm struggling to find a new dress and how it's upsetting that I have to even do this, and he tells me why am I being so difficult and tells me that it's just a dress and is annoyed by me bringing it up and says in an annoyed tone I'll tell her to not wear it then and buy her another dress since you're complaining about it. But I'm like, I showed you what everybody was going to wear so we can match accordingly. Why would you even agree to it knowing that's the dress I picked for them? He claimed he forgot, and apparently I'm being the problem and causing friction. So people have read it, am I being the asshole over this dress? First of all, as somebody who once I have my mind thinking something, it needs to happen. I mean, I've gotten in arguments with my husband for less when like he like changes a game plan, and I'm like, no, you said we were doing this. He's like, Tracy, it's not a big deal. And I'm like, it is, because I had it in my mind that this is what we were doing. You can't just go and change it. Yeah. Like I had, so that alone, as somebody like that, this would super annoy me. And I can totally understand on the, I just have this dress in my mind. Like, I 100% don't think you're the asshole.
Yeah, no, I don't think that they're the asshole either. And like, if you set a boundary for your own wedding, it's like, okay, this is how I would like it. And then you tell the mother-in-law after she sends you or shows you the picture that no, like, can you please order, like, can you please find another one that's the color that I don't want you to wear?
Right.
And then you go and show the fiance that picture.
Right.
That's going behind your back, and that's shady, one. And two, like, it sounds like your fiance and your mother-in-law might be a little similar.
Yeah, that, okay, so, okay. If you showed me a dress, Holly, like, I need to know context of, like, when you showed him this dress, because, like, if Holly showed me a dress and was like, I'm wearing this, don't wear it, especially as, like, a man who I don't think men really pay attention to a lot of stuff in general. I think that's just an all-man issue, like, it's different if I come in a dress and say, hey, babe, look at this dress. Yes, he's going to remember the dress because he's seeing it on me. But, like, if I were to show him a picture, I can understand how if this was, like, 6 weeks ago and his mom showed him this, I can understand where he's saying, I didn't remember, like, I didn't realize it was the same dress. That I can understand. But telling you that you're the problem is not okay.
Yeah.
And you clearly had told, like let's remove the husband from the situation completely. Your mother-in-law is dead wrong.
Yeah.
And I would be telling her, well, you're not wearing that to my wedding. You can make the decision to either buy another dress or just not come. Like, at that point, that is where I would be. Or just let her wear the dress. And you know what? She's going to look ridiculous in the pictures. Maybe you can have your photographer, the way photographers edit these days, maybe you could just have the photographer change the color of your dress in your pictures so you're not miserable, or hell, crop her out of the pictures.
And then make the mother-in-law pay for the extra editing.
Right. Well, and also, like, I don't really feel like the mothers are in pictures with bridesmaids, really.
No, but...
Do you? Like,
no, but I feel like she's the type of person that
will
would
put herself in the... Yeah. My biggest issue, as I said, is that you have to, like, now change your plan, which I don't think you do. I think if those are the dresses for your bridesmaids that you want, then put them in that dress. Mm-hmm. I think the bigger issue is, like, the total lack of respect that you told her not to order it and then she went and did it anyway.
Yeah, and your fiance saying that you're the problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a problem.
That to me is a clear sign of, like, how your whole life is going to go if your husband is taking your mom's side on this.
Yeah, it sounds a little manipulative.
His mom's side. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I just don't see anybody, like, if I told my mom not to wear a specific color, she would. It's your wedding day.
Yeah.
Well, and especially, I don't agree with that. I still think it's wrong. If she was paying for the wedding and she was like, I've paid for this whole wedding, I'm wearing this dress, I still don't think that's a reason. But, like, I can see how somebody who's, like, invested, you know, $30,000 in your wedding day, if they want to wear a specific dress, like, at that point, I think I would stop arguing with them. I would be grateful that they shelled out $30,000 for my day, and fine, like, I'll keep this in the back of my head and it's going to annoy me, but I can, like, deal with this. The fact that you guys are saying that you paid for most of this yourself, like, because she said that, right? She said that in here.
I
think
remember.
She said he's paid a lot of it, and she's doing a lot to save money. Yeah, she said she's really artistic, and she's been doing a lot of the hands-on labor, and he's been funding a lot of it. So I don't really, the way this is written, I don't really feel like the future mother-in-law is putting money into it. Yeah. I still don't think it's right. Even if you're shelling out the money for the wedding, you should be doing it out of the kindness of your heart. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And not because you want credit for it and so that you can wear whatever color you want. I don't want what I said to come off like that. I don't think that's right either. Like, you should be shelling out the money because you want to, and you want your son and daughter-in-law, or your daughter and son-in-law to have the wedding
What
day they
want.
dreamed of.
Yeah. Yep.
But I can still see how some people are like, well, no, I put the money out. I don't think it's right, but I can see it. But she has nothing to do with your wedding at this point. I feel like she's just being a big jerk, in my opinion.
Sorry, I had to take a picture.
But that's where I'm at. I don't think you're an asshole. Holly doesn't think you're an asshole.
Nope.
I would still get that. Wouldn't you? I would get the bridesmaid's dress that you wanted.
Yeah.
I think that's where I'm at. Don't like change your whole game plan because she ruined it. She's going to look ridiculous if she shows up in it.
Yeah.
She's not going to look nearly as good in it as any of your young bridesmaids. I mean, I don't care how good of shape she's in. A 20-year-old bridesmaid versus they're going to look better in the dress. Gravity does take its toll after a while. And I would just have the photographer change the shade of the dress. I mean, with what they can do, hell, with what I see makeup artists do with their editing, I feel like a trained photographer could change the color of the dress.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe not.
The main issue for me is the manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that just...
The husband telling you you're the problem.
Yeah.
Is insane. And the fact that his mother called you and was basically like disregarding you and saying, well, she already paid for it.
Yeah.
And she has no money.
No.
And she has no money. Well, then, I'm sorry, ma'am. Like, either return it.
Yeah.
Or go to the thrift store and buy yourself a cheap little dress to wear.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
People are weird.
I don't know why you would do that to your daughter-in-law, honestly, either.
No, that's what, like, I feel like you should, well, like, obviously we don't know anything else about it besides this.
Does this happen often?
Yeah.
Like,
But
is
if
this an
the way
ongoing
things go,
occurrence?
yeah, it sounds
Pay
like you might be better off canceling the wedding.
Pay attention. Yeah. There's a lot of mama's boys out there. And there's a lot of girls that, like, I don't want to just put it on men and say mama's boys. I think...
Which is fine.
Right.
That's fine.
But I also think, like, your husband or wife, at the end of the day, I know that, like, it's like a written rule, like, God, blah, 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 family, kid. Like, I think that your husband should be your kids are going to see that. Like, your parents are there to teach you how to treat each other, you know?
Yeah.
And then I feel like when you get married, your husband, even, I know that a lot of people wouldn't agree with me, I think that your husband shouldn't come before your kids, but your kids are watching how you and your husband interact. Mm-hmm. That is like training them for what they should be looking for in their future husband or wife. And I feel like if the kids are seeing your husband take his mom's side over you all the time, that's setting your kids up to be in a relationship like that. Mm-hmm. And I just don't think that that's right. So I feel like we need to be finding husbands and wives that like really put you first once they take you as their family's forever. And I'm not saying they should disregard, like, my family means everything to me, you know, but like at the end of the day, my husband, I have respect for my husband. Like, I'm not going to necessarily take my family side over my husband's side.
Yeah, it depends on the situation.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, if he's wrong, he's wrong. But I feel like you should be standing up in your couple. You should be standing up for your significant other to your family. And this to me is a clear, blatant, like, I'm not going to stick up for you.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to make you feel even worse bad and tell you that you're being ridiculous or
you're
like, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Well, just because they think you're being ridiculous, like, it's important to you.
Yeah, like it.
And I've had to have that conversation with my husband. I mean, I think that's a conversation, like, I think men also, like I said, they don't think about things before they say it either all the time.
Yeah, like,
and I've had to be like, well, it's important to me.
Yes.
Like,
however,
you may think this is ridiculous, but I need you to respect the fact that I don't think it's ridiculous. Yeah. And I need you to just be like, you don't even have to say you're right. Just support me. Just be like, okay, I think
it's
this
like,
is,
no, my wife.
I think this is crazy. It's a dress, but if this is really upsetting you, then I'm going to tell my mom that she cannot wear this.
Yes. Yeah.
So.
Yes.
I don't know.
Simple as that.
What are your thoughts? Do you think family should come first, husband should come first, or a nice neutral balance? Let us know.
Yeah.
Holly, what do
All
you
right.
got?
So this is Halloween themed. So this person goes, went to a Halloween wedding that requested people come in costumes.
Oh, dear God.
I thought it was fun, but still a wedding, so I made the effort to make sure we had nice costumes that would look nice in photos years from now.
Were they the only ones that showed up in costumes? Where is this going?
Literally, maybe only 5 people, parentheses, including the bride, wore in actual costumes that looked nice and actually fit them. The vast majority of people were wearing literal footy pajamas or regular clothes with random superhero masks or cat ears. We had almost a year in advance of notice for this wedding. It wasn't last second. Even the photographer seemed perplexed by some of these costumes. It's like you go to a bar.
But I also,
Like,
okay.
you go out for Halloween and like there's that mix of costumes. That's
People
what
aren't
this
going to
sounds
agree
like.
with me, I'm sure. I think we're about to get a bunch of backlash for what I'm about to say. Know your crowd.
That's true.
Know your crowd.
That is
There were
true.
people that we thought about inviting, but I really didn't trust them to be presentable. And I know that's a terrible thing, but it's a wedding.
Yeah.
Like, I need you to come like you're going to a wedding.
Yeah, like
And,
did
okay,
the
it's
invitation
Halloween.
say specifically like
Right.
nice Halloween
Right.
costumes, like Marie Antoinette
Right.
costumes.
Correct. Maybe put a theme on it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Masquerade.
Like masquerade. Or like, okay, we want everybody in Halloween costumes. We're doing pirate theme. Like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Come as, a brothel girl. Come as, like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, also.
Don't come in a pumpkin.
Right.
Like,
I also feel like you kind of had to know the people that. I know what people would have dressed up for my wedding. Like, you and Anna would have rocked it out of the park with a Halloween costume.
yeah, I would not.
I have other people that I would have been
I
like,
would wear footy pajamas.
have reached out to privately and been like, hey, if you need help picking a costume, let me know. I love this
Or like
part.
send out examples.
Yes.
Like, these are acceptable.
Yes.
costumes.
The amount of, sorry guys, I just popped the top off of my cup, so you probably heard that. I'm sitting here playing with a Yeti cup. It's not an actual Yeti, and it's actually my
It's a
favorite
Betty.
cup, and I have to get a new one because I think it went through the dishwasher. We're not going to talk about that. Picking battles, people, picking battles, but I think it went through the dishwasher. But it says, "Shh, stop talking." I take
Slap
it.
a sticker on
I take it to my weddings. Nobody follows the rule. It's okay. So yeah, I feel like the amount of weddings I work. I just worked one a couple weeks ago, and they were talking about how so and so, like, I think it might have been like a stepfather or grandfather, and they were like, well, the wife of said person was like, he's coming in jeans and a t-shirt. And she was like, well, then he's not walking down the aisle, like, in the procession. Like, he can sit with the people. And I'm like, what are you talking, like, what is, don't you feel underdressed? Like, I was always taught, be overdressed instead of underdressed. Why would anybody show up to a wedding in t-shirts and jeans unless the bride specifically said that? Like, hey, we're doing a micro wedding. We're doing it in a barn. We're going to have party games. Like, please come casual.
But
wear your
even
favorite
then-
jeans and a pair of cowboy boots.
Yes,
and, like,
yeah.
okay, cool. But, like,
I mean, this is also coming from a person that eloped and her husband wore jeans, a t-shirt, and sneakers.
okay, but that was your
But he was
husband.
nice.
But you were choosing. That's what you
That's
chose.
how we did. Yeah,
right. Like,
that was our
and the
thing.
basis behind it was really cute. Like, it was so spur of the moment. Like, even if he wanted to, he probably didn't have time to get a tux, you
Yeah.
know, like, or a suit. But I'm weird too. Like, holidays. Like, I grew up in a family where we got dressed up for holidays. You wore dresses. And I look at pictures from, like, the 40s of these old holiday balls where, like, people really, like, went all out. And I'm like, God, I want to go to parties like that. Like,
yeah.
like,
I wanna go to both.
Can we do that? Yeah.
I love wearing normal clothes.
I mean, I love wearing normal clothes too. Like, we're both sitting here in like comfy PJs. But like, I feel like there's a time and a place.
Yeah. Yes, that is true.
I think my Christmas party, we should dress up. Let's dress up.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Like dress up.
Like, yeah, like
Okay.
heels, dress.
Okay,
like,
yes.
we're going old school. Sorry, guys, I'm having a Christmas party here at my house. Yes.
You're not invited. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna put on the invitation, wear your best.
Ooh, yes. With
Yeah.
examples, or are you gonna put examples?
Oh, maybe we should. We should put examples.
Wear your best.
Wear
What
your
is
best.
considered your best?
Cocktail or formal, I don't care, but like,
Well, I'm excited.
Let's do this. I'm gonna make Ike wear a suit. I shouldn't say make Ike. My husband can do what he wants, but if I asked him to wear a suit, I think he would. He likes getting dressed up.
Brian does too.
Yeah. Let's do like an old school 1940s holiday party.
Oh my god. Okay.
Can we like do our hair like 1940s? A
Yes.
red lip with a black
Yes.
cat eye. Like,
We'll bring
I'm
Birdie.
here for it.
Well,
Yes.
that's 50s, but
Yes. Okay. Sorry, guys. We really digressed. Anyway, did you finish?
No.
Okay. Let's.
okay.
Can we get a recap of what you already said? Don't reread the whole thing, but a
last-
synopsis.
Last thing was okay. So people were literally wearing footy pajamas. Blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
okay.
Even photographers seemed perplexed.
Okay. Got it.
The groom, who we knew, wore an ill-fitted Spirit of Halloween costume that didn't match the bride at all. He didn't write his vows, was surprised he was expected to have it, expected to have his vows, and didn't tell half of his wedding party they were in the wedding party until less than 5 minutes before the ceremony. This sounds very DIY. At first, I thought maybe the wedding was just more casual than the groom led us to believe. Then I saw the bride. You can tell she put so much effort into her costume, homemade. She had a heartfelt speech prepared. They had a professional photographer arranged and everything. She didn't seem upset, and I'm glad for that, but I was super disappointed in how uninvolved the groom appeared to be in the whole affair. Dude had no idea what they were doing, when, etc. I was super disappointed in how many people were dressed like it was a frat house. I thought that said fart house.
Dyslexia!
The R and the A just went, woo!
In the fart house.
In the fart house.
Do you know that was a bad word when I was little?
Fart.
Did I tell you that? I told my mom I
Yeah.
knew the F word.
No.
And I think I panicked them. We were at a kitchen table, like my whole family having dinner. And I told my mom that I knew the F word. And of course, there was like just pure panic across her face. Because I grew up in a family, they didn't cuss. Like, even my grandparents, I remember the first time I heard my ma say damn, I was like,
That's so funny.
ma cussed. And my mom and my dad were just like, tell us what it is. And I'm like, it's bad. And they were like, my mom was like, just come whisper it in my ear. My dad's like, whisper it to us. And so I said, it's fart. And my mom was like, oh yeah, we don't say that in this house. But I think I had them super concerned that at age 5 I knew the F word, but I didn't.
That's
It was
so
fart.
funny.
Okay.
Because it's such like
Yeah.
a like simple
Yeah.
word.
We don't say fart, but it's so crazy like what you carry as a child, because I still like when
Yeah.
people say the word fart, I'm like, oh my god,
Ooh.
that sounds so. What's the word I'm looking for? Primitive. Don't use that word. That's a bad word.
What did you call them?
My mom would say toot.
Toot. Okay. My dad said.
But we
bunnies.
really also didn't like talk about it. Like, it was not a. And I'm not somebody that does that. I know people are probably like, oh, whatever, everybody does. I really don't. But when it rarely happens, it almost makes me giggle a little bit, because
Yeah.
I don't usually do it. I'm like,
oh,
I tooted! Little toot.
Oh, that's funny. I love farts. I think they're so freaking funny.
I do not love them, but I can see that.
There's this one video I was watching. This is totally, obviously, off topic. Well, kind of. This girl was watching a video compilation of different farts because she was having a bad day, and it was so funny watching her watch them, because one, farts are funny. And fart compilations for me like aren't necessarily the funniest, because like a lot of them are fake.
Right.
But her commentary of it, and she was like, I'm watching fart videos today because I found out I don't really have a chin today. And it was just really funny, and like I'll just have to like send you the TikTok because out of context.
There was one that I saw. It was a baby and a dog, and who knows if it was AI. Like we were just talking about this. You never know what videos you're watching are real anymore, and that's really concerning to me. But it was a baby sitting with a dog, and they had gotten into the flour, like the ingredient, the flour, the white flour, and it was all over the floor in front of them. The dog's covered in flour, the baby's covered in flour, and the mom's going like, "Who did this?" And the dog sneezes because of the flour, and like 2 seconds later, the baby, you don't like hear it or see the fart, you just see flour like blow from like where the diaper is. It was really cute. But yes, okay, enough with farts. Can we touch base on something really quickly? I'm sorry, I need to talk about it before I forget.
It's okay. Look how cute Smalls is.
Look how cute Rambo They are being so good. I don't know what's going on, but let's not jinx it. Smalls has his face like burrowed in a pillow, and he's resting his little feet on a pumpkin. He's super cute. Holly can post a picture later. As far as the Halloween costumes, like we can keep on addressing after this. As far as like the groom not being involved, I would not be upset for that person unless they seemed upset by it. Aika was a very uninvolved groom, and I kind of enjoyed it because I didn't feel like I had to every decision call him and be like, hey, they said that. Like I was just, he let me do what I wanted. And honestly, I was glad he wasn't involved because I wasn't surprised on our wedding day how everything looked. But when he went in, he was like, you did this? Like you did it? Because we didn't have a wedding planner. And I was like, well, I mean, I didn't set it up, but yes, this is my vision. And he was like, having that be a surprise, like that was really nice. I did tell him that I wanted to do vows, and he did not write his own vows, but I just gave him mine in a letter. And honestly, that day I was like, are you serious? But looking back, I hate talking in front of people. There's no way I would have wanted to read those vows in front of everybody, and I wouldn't have wanted to be crying reading vows or having his. So true. I feel like you're justified in feeling like the groom wasn't involved, but I would not be necessarily upset on that unless the bride was upset by it.
Yeah, it sounds like the situation is what it seems, and that it was very nonchalant and down, like low key.
Right.
That's what it sounds like.
Right.
Because if, like,
I mean, would Brian have wanted to be? I know you guys didn't do a big wedding, but if you had, would Brian have been a husband that like wanted like our friend Anna?
Like,
I feel like Richard would have loved being involved. Like that's just, I feel like that's how I see Richard. Like Anna's Richard. I feel like I see him being a very like hands-on and them doing it together and it being absolutely magical. Brian, I feel like I see being more like Aika in the sense of do what makes you happy. If you want my opinion, I'll give it. But like, this is your thing. You're the like, creative. You're the artistic. Like, yeah.
Tell me what to do.
Yeah. Sometimes I would have to say to Aika like, hey, look, I know you're telling me like to do what I want, but I want your opinion on this. Yeah. And then he would give it to me. But it was hard. It was like pulling teeth. I would be like, babe, I need to know. He's like, I told you, just do whatever. I'm like, I want your opinion. Yeah, but okay. So sorry, I'm gonna try not to interrupt.
It's okay.
Anymore.
There's 2 paragraphs left, so not much. She didn't seem upset, and I'm glad for that. But I was super disappointed in how unevolved the groom appeared to be in the whole affair. Dude had. Oh, did I already read that? I was super disappointed. In
just keep going. It's okay.
But like if she didn't want the groom involved, like
that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like this is like I need to know if you're just saying it as what you were seeing, or if later on the bride came to you and seemed upset that he wasn't involved.
Yeah, maybe the bride literally gave 0 shits what anyone, including the groom, did. I want to believe she was happy with the outcome. I don't want to believe she trusted everyone else, including the groom, to be adults, and they just half-assed everything. Yeah, like if it wasn't put out there that it was supposed to be a certain way, then as a guest at this wedding, that's not your responsibility, and like who cares?
I think it goes it comes down to like how you're raised. Because
Yeah.
like me, like the family I grew up in, my mom made, like we weren't spending a ton of money on Halloween costumes. Oh God, one year I was Mr. Bubbles. It was the worst outfit ever. I hated that outfit and I didn't have the heart to tell my mom. She literally like taped balloons. But we always had a full outfit and my mom would make them. Like one year we were M&Ms. I loved it. My mom made us M&M outfits. Like
That's awesome.
absolutely loved it. She made a Peter Pan outfit like for my brother and somebody was Tinkerbell. I don't know if it was Sarah or me, but like anyway, there's also families that the parents don't, I don't know if they don't have the means or they don't have the care.
Yeah.
I see kids come to my door on Halloween that are completely decked out, even if it's a homemade costume from head to toe. And then I see the kids that just come with a mask on.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if these people that you invited just had masks on, if that's how they were raised doing Halloween, is that what they think is acceptable? And this is why I was saying earlier, like, know your audience.
Yeah, like some people just aren't interested in
Yes,
Halloween.
correct. Some people aren't interested in, I hate to say, like, I don't know how to word this without
in
being
that
insulting. Like, I feel like some people don't care about their appearance.
Yeah.
Which, okay, that's cool. If that's you, that's fine. I was raised as you should care
Be
about your.
presentable.
There's times I go to Walmart and I'm wearing something that I'm like, oh my God, my grandmother's rolling in her grave knowing that I am out at a store in these half their sweatpants but definitely look like pajama pants. Like,
There's only one person in particular that would probably care about that in my life
yeah. Yeah.
that I'm not going to say
Yeah.
right now.
No. Yeah. I mean, I know that my mom has looked at me sometimes when she's been down here and we have to go out to the store and I'm like, all right, let's go. And I know she never says anything, but I know she's probably in her head like, oh my God, is this what you're wearing? But also I think I've broken my mom from a lot of things. So like, I talk to my mom about all kinds of stuff that I'm sure she would have never talked to her mother about. But I think it's just like how you're raised. I think my mom has given up at some point, like not given up on me. She loves me very much, but I think she's just like, I'm not picking this. Like I said earlier, know your battles.
Yeah.
You know, pick the battles.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yeah. So if you put it into this perspective, there were no boundaries placed upon this wedding themed or this Halloween themed wedding. And these guests that came simply dressed
Yes.
and didn't put much effort in made the effort to go along with this theme for these people.
Right.
So I think in that it's a success. If the invitation was like, come nicely dressed in Halloween costume, like here are the examples and like you said, the
Right.
theme, then that would be a different story.
Correct. And even I feel like you could put on there, because as the person going, like if it was not stated clearly as what I'm about to say, I would be going, oh my God, what if I'm the only one that actually follows the rules and shows up
Right.
in this? I feel like that's when you need something that says like, if you are not in costume, you won't be
can't-
admitted.
Yeah.
To really like, and then obviously if there's somebody that can't afford a costume and wants to come to your wedding, like, okay, they get in, they sit in the back, like whatever.
Yeah. Or like
But-
they put a nice,
Right.
whatever nice dress they have on,
Right.
and put whiskers
and a masquerade
Yeah,
mask.
yeah.
Like, sure. But it's a guarantee then that everybody's going to be in a Halloween costume. I don't think it's hard when you look at like the finances, because you're like, okay, if it's a wedding, do they already have a dress? But I know most of the people in my life, when they go to a wedding, they're buying a new outfit.
Yeah.
So I feel like you're still spending the
I
money.
say yeah. I don't.
I mean, I don't either to a point, but like looking at like, I don't want to use names. Like, those are people, I feel like a lot of like Rent the Runway and
Yeah.
like, even if you're
Which
not
is
buying
great.
a new dress, you're renting it. I feel like
Which actually,
most
I might
people
look at that
are
for your
spending
Christmas
money,
party.
but even, okay, if I'm going to a wedding where I know most of the people probably are not buying a new outfit, then maybe label your wedding as, we really want this to be a Halloween shindig, instead of going all out on a gift for us. spend your money on an awesome Halloween costume.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's ways to, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like this person writing it, I think the intention was good.
Yeah.
But I also feel like everything she's saying, it's all from her point of view. So, like, we don't even know if the bride was upset.
Yeah. Especially if you're on the groom side, like, you're connected through the groom, and then he put in no effort, like, you know that person. So, like...
Right.
If all's good,
all right,
then who cares?
Yeah.
I went to a Halloween wedding and it was awesome. It was super low key. Everybody came in costumes, like all different types of costumes, and it was just like a party.
Yeah.
It was fun.
And I think that's really cool. And I see all kinds of unique weddings. Some of them like, oh my God, I would never do this. Like, this is just so weird to me. But I think there's a lot of cool things that people do for weddings that are not like uniform or necessarily like the, what's the word? I'm struggling with my words today.
I feel that.
That are not general. Common, that's not the word I'm looking for. I'm blanking, but not the norm for wedding, a little out of the box. And I think they turn out, I watched one the other day. It was on
out of the box.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to.
It was on TikTok or Instagram. They literally did a full fairy themed wedding.
Ooh.
And the groomsmen were dressed almost, they didn't look ridiculous. It was like gnome style almost.
Oh,
and the bridesmaids were like fairy style, which, oh my God, I would never do that myself. But to attend a wedding where I could dress up as a fairy, like I would never do it for my wedding.
Yeah.
That's too out of the box for me. And I feel like I want more traditional. Like I want a more sophisticated look. But I would love to attend a fairy gnome themed wedding. Like,
yes.
Let me at it. And I want to dress up as a fairy.
Mushrooms, like big mushroom lights and like things hanging from everywhere.
Yes.
And flowers, and that sounds amazing.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. My husband came in the door. So the dogs, of course, lost their mind. Anyway, I would love to be a part of a fairy and gnome wedding. I think that would be absolutely amazing.
Or like princess themed, like queen,
girl,
like
fairy tale cottage
theme.
Fairy tale cottage. I'm on it.
Oh my God.
I have big plans. There's big plans in the works. So everybody say a little prayer that it all works out.
Prayer, little prayer.
Good vibes. Maybe not to like, we don't want to distract from all the big things in the world, like, but like for that one little angel that's trying to earn its wings, maybe he could help me out or something, you know? Yeah. So in that one, I don't think she's being an asshole, but I also feel like I can't really respond to her because I feel like
she's putting her business where it doesn't need to be business.
Well, yeah, and if I was the bride reading that, I feel like I would be like, this is how you felt about my wedding?
Yeah. Whereas the bride probably had a great time.
Yeah.
It sounds like everything was just fun.
Yeah. My husband also brought us cinnamon rolls, so I'm sitting here eating one. If you hear me munching and crunching. Yeah, I don't know. Can you get married and have a Halloween wedding? Well, you're already married. Can you renew your vows and have a Halloween wedding?
Yeah, I mean, this was 20 years for us. We were going to do
Oh my God, I read that. I was like, holy crap, I can't imagine being with somebody for 20 years.
We were going to do something. We were like, yeah, on our 20th anniversary, we'll either like go out of the country or have a big like party. Yeah, we're like, oh, maybe at 25.
Well, let me get my little setup in the mountains.
Yes, and then we'll come renew them there.
Yes,
Yep.
exactly.
Plan, see? We're just waiting. We're just going to do that.
All right, y'all. We have to go because Holly has stuff to do downtown. I've got to get downtown for a bridal trial. But we're going to try to do better. Right, Holly?
Yes, we're going to try to do better.
Also, we have a couple people that keep saying they want to be on this show. Well, it's not a show. This podcast. So hopefully we can get a guest on our next one or the one after that. Busy season's dying down again.
Get resident guest Anna on the Zoom.
We need to FaceTime her when we get off of here. I miss her face.
Yeah. So melancholy, yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah, it's sad.
I miss her.
We miss you, Anna.
I was gonna go see her in October, and then I ended up having massive surgery. It just didn't work out. So
this
super
podcast
sad.
is just going to be all about how we miss Anna.
Yeah, new story time. We miss our friend Anna. What should we change the title to? I don't even know. Where's Anna? Where's Anna?
Anna actually had a crazy and cray person, but we'll let her talk about that.
Wait, when? Do you know details? When did you talk to Anna?
Oh, so this was one that I was booking.
Good. I thought I missed something big.
No.
I've had a lot of crazy ones this season. I don't know what's going on.
Everybody's just in the age of Aquarius.
Ooh.
We're in
We have to get her on as a guest.
Pluto's in
This is about to
Aquarius.
take a really drastic turn and get kind of inappropriate. So if you don't want to hear it, turn this off now. One of my brides, we were talking about, I think we talked about on this show, did we talk about the story of the bride that found her husband with his mother?
What? Like with?
Well, okay, we clearly didn't.
Oh my god, no.
We clearly didn't.
What?
Somebody we work with, they were working a wedding and couldn't find the groom. And the groom was actually nursing from his mother.
What?
And the mother said, don't make this weird to the bride. And the bride's like, are you kidding me? I still didn't get the final story of if she stayed or not.
What?
I have to figure out whose wedding that was.
Cannot even
I think it was.
Oh, good
Anyway,
God.
I was talking. That's not even the worst. I was talking to one of my brides. I was doing her trial, and we were talking about like the weirdest things the stories that come up. Like, girl,
I would be out of there so
we've got the tea. Well, I know. And then like the mom was like, I was told that the mom was like, this is like, he does this, like, it's a normal thing. Like, he's stopped at my house after work when he has a stressful day, which all I could think was like, ew, like, did you kiss him when he got home from work? Anyway, I was telling a bride about that. This is even worse.
Oh my God, how does it get worse? How does it get worse?
And she said she would come on and talk about it, but we have to like not name names and like not, obviously, like not give away key factors. We're going to get her on the show. I'm going to talk to her. She's going to come on. To give y'all like just like a synopsis, she found her husband intimate with his mother.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I didn't really think that these things happen. And I was like looking at her like to see if like, is this being, no. She was like, you could see it on her face that this happened. Like she was not making this up.
This is the bride?
Yeah, and it wasn't the guy that she was marrying.
Oh.
It was an ex.
I mean, still.
It was an ex.
That
she
shit.
walked in on her ex and his mother in a bathtub.
That's so fucking traumatic.
And disgusting.
Oh, yeah, because yes.
I mean, I know people talk about incest, but like you don't really think like
you
it's
don't
kind of like
see
if I don't see it, I don't think about it. Like you don't see it, you don't know it, you know? Like I'm like obviously there's a word for it, so it clearly exists. I didn't think that was something we really dealt with now in this day and age. Anyway, I'm going to try to get this bride to she's already married to somebody else who was not sleeping with his mother, thankfully.
Oh my God.
But maybe we can get her on for an episode so she can explain in detail.
I think that just ruined my fucking month. That might have ruined the rest of the year for me.
So gross. I mean, I thought the first thing I said was absolutely...
Yeah.
Y'all, it's crazy. It's crazy. Actually, one of my brides who wrote a review about me, it was a really sweet review. She was like, you gotta ask Tracy about her stories because they're crazy. I've been doing hair for 20 years. I never reveal names or anything. And like, obviously, if you come to me and say really like, do not say this to anybody, I'm not gonna say anything. But y'all, the stories I could tell you from doing hair
we got this.
Insane. I think that's why I'm ready to just go live my life on like a farm in the mountains by myself and like not. You want to talk about tainted? Be a therapist for people for 20 years, not getting paid at a therapist level, and having never gone to school and not knowing how to compartmentalize all of that.
Yep. Yeah.
I think I'm just.
I was telling Brian, I don't think I know. I don't understand the concept of compartmentalization.
Oh, I don't know how to compartmentalize for shit.
No, me either.
No. And so when you take that and then I feel like hairstylists, you worked full service, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Especially working full service. And I think people hear it and they think we're just complaining. I'm not complaining. But I don't think people realize how much, not just a physical job hairstyling is. I think sometimes the mental is worse.
That's what I can't do this anymore because of the mental.
Yeah. You're like bonding with people, especially in full service. I walked with clients through cancer. I walked with clients through them having miscarriages, through them finding out their husband was cheating on them. I had clients that I loved who passed away. I had clients whose kids passed away and had to walk through that trauma. Like, we take so much. And when you're sitting down in that chair and like telling us your story, I think you're telling us, you're venting, it feels good for you, and you walk out and then you don't think about it. But when you have people like me, I'm an empath. So when you're telling me,
and carry it.
I'm carrying that. I'm thinking about that all night long. When I get home, I'm not checking it at the door. I'm thinking, oh my God, my poor client, Jerry. My poor client, Mark. Like, we aren't trained for it either. It's not like going to a therapist when you're releasing all of that, and they're trained how to compartmentalize and how to help you through it. And they can take that. I'm not saying all therapists don't carry weight and that they don't think about it, but I think a lot of therapists know how to check it at the door. I can't do that. I could never be a cop. I could never go to these crime scenes and then just come home and stop thinking about it.
I was talking to Brian about this because since he's a firefighter, I was like, there is absolutely no way that I could do what you do. Like, and we talked about like how different people are in that aspect, and like, because he was like, do you think like we're born with it, or like that we develop into it? I was like, I think it's a little bit of both, because I think you have to, in a way, be born with it, because like I've been like this my entire life, and even though I've been through trauma and stuff, I am not what's the word when you're like used to something?
Processing. Girl, I've been struggling with my words all morning, and now you want help with my words. Processing, you said like.
No, it's like when you got like desensitized. I'm not desensitized to that. Whereas like he was saying, like, yes, things do affect him. Like sometimes he'll come home, like, you know, that's a different story. But like there's things that he sees every day, like, you know, fucking somebody's bones sticking out of them, you know, like stuff like that. Like just people in agony in general.
And I think, and I'm not saying that women aren't like this either. I think women very much can be, but I do think there's a very distinct difference with men and women too, just from me and my husband. My husband and I can be sitting here in a heated argument and he can just like roll over and go to bed. Whereas me, and I feel like it is a bigger female thing to do, but I'm not saying, like I said, I think there's females that can do that too. But I think most females, where the husband is like just rolling over and going to bed, like, okay, I'll think about it tomorrow. I feel like a lot of females are like, then how is he sleeping right now? Like, I'm sitting there 3 hours later still thinking, oh my God, I should have said this. Why didn't I say this? Like, this was a very good point to my argument. Like, I think that men have a easier way of like turning things off. But I do think that there's men and women that are just built for it, and men and women that are just not.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
I love like the medical field and like knowing about illnesses and different things that affect people. There's no way that I could actually be a doctor.
Yeah.
Because I can't handle people like that anymore. Well, I never could. I just pretended to. And two, like, just seeing people in agony all the time. Oh no, can't.
Yeah. That's what I always thought. I mean, I always knew I wanted to do hair, but for a little while, I thought about being a vet because I love animals so much. And then I was like, absolutely not. Like, I wouldn't be able to put an animal down.
No. That's my sister-in-law. Well, both my sister-in-laws are vet techs. The one doesn't work in that field. She's in the grooming field now. But the one got out of it for a while and then went back to it. And she's just like, this sucks.
Right. I know how to, like, okay, I know this is a crazy example. I know the mentality of it, but I can't do it. Like, we were driving, this was several months ago, probably even like a year. We were driving behind Home Depot. There's like a little cut, like a road that cuts from Magwood to Glen McConnell where we need to get into our neighborhood. There was a squirrel that was in the road. Sorry, there's men working in our front yard. If you can hear this, I don't know what's happening. Oh, I do. They're running a fiber optic cable through the whole neighborhood. But if you hear that, that's what that is. Anyway, there was a squirrel in the road that somebody had hit. The squirrel was still alive.
No, I haven't.
And the squirrel was not going to make it. And Ika was driving. I was like, you need to hit the squirrel. And he was like, what? I'm like, I don't want to do that. And I was like, Ika, you need, like, hit it. Like, please hit this squirrel. Kill it. Like, it's laying here in pain. You can put this poor animal out of its misery. Like, I understand. And he did. Knowing that I should have hit the squirrel, if I had been driving, I still don't think I could run over that squirrel.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like you're either made for it or you're not. I mean, I have a cousin who, when their dogs have lived their lives and it's time for them to be put down, they go out in the field with the dog. He throws a ball, and that dog's last memory is going to chase a ball. And I'm getting teary-eyed, like, just saying it. I think my cousin's so strong that he can do that. I could never do that. Like, even though I know the dog needs to, it's like their time, I could never put down my own animal.
Nope.
So
I always think of I Am Legend during that.
Yeah. And I mean, they're also, it's how you're raised too. They grew up in the country. I mean, like, grew up in the sticks. They go hunting. They, like, have horses. They had a cat. Like, to them, it's a way of life. To me, it's like, holy crap, how do you do that? I'm not built for that. Like, I could never shoot my dog. Also, I need to preface, like, he's a hunter. Like, it's not like he's just, he's shooting, he's aiming, and that dog's dead in a it's not like he's shooting the dog 8 times. Like, he knows what he's doing. I don't know. I don't know. I think you're either built for it or you're not.
Yep.
I ain't built for it.
100%. My dad was not built for it. I'm not built for it. My mom was built for it.
Yeah. My
So
whole
it
family in
with
Pennsylvania is built for it. Like, they're all built for it. They're a different breed, but I think they get that from their father, who is from, I mean, my Aunt Jane's great too. Like, obviously, I love my Aunt Janie, but their father was raised like that. So I think that them being raised like that and then having the genes of their father, like, I also think it goes way back to, like, hunter-gatherer. Like, you, like, back in the age of, like, cavemen, you know, the primal instincts of, like, you had, like, it's
I
like
was
how,
100% a gatherer.
I've never looked into it too much, but I think I was probably a gatherer as well.
It's like, oh, look at these berries.
Yeah.
These look nice.
These are nice berries.
Oh, apples?
Yeah.
Let me pick some of those.
I don't know. I think that my mom would have been a hunter. I think my sister would have been, I don't know. I feel like my sister could have gone either way. I don't know. My dad was probably a gatherer.
My dad was a gatherer. My mom was a hunter, for sure. Brian's a hunter.
Ika's a hunter. Although sometimes I don't think so. He didn't want to hit that squirrel.
So Brian...
I I don't know what Brian is. Ika is an animal person, which I think I think that's the difference right there, but I still think he would have been hunter.
Brian is
back
too,
then.
like a big animal person. However, when it comes to food and like that, like he's not just hunting to hunt.
Right.
He's hunting for
If
food.
Ika and I were stuck on a mountainside and there were chickens and they said that we had to kill the chickens to survive.
Mm-hmm. You watch Survivor.
If it was just me, no, but if it was just me and the chicken would have been dying together because there's no way I would have killed the chicken. Even though I knew that in order for me to stay alive, I needed to kill that chicken, I wouldn't have killed the damn chicken. I actually talked about this with Anna a long time ago. Ika would have killed the chicken if he knew that's how he had to survive. And that's like the difference. Like, me and the chicken would have been living our last days together.
Yeah.
We would have been sharing berries. Like, I don't know. And I think that's just, I don't know.
I'd be gathering everything I could to not kill anything.
Right.
Like on Survivor, I'd be eating all the coconuts.
And if I was there with Ika, I wouldn't be mad that Ika killed the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And I would eat the chicken to survive.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't kill the chicken.
Yeah. Yep.
So. And
then people will say like that changes when you're in that situation, but I really don't feel like it would.
How did we end up talking about chickens?
I don't know. We're going to end the podcast, and then we went into like all of it.
All of it. Oh my god. All right, guys, we really gotta go. I have a trial, and I need to get dressed.
All right. Peace out.
See y'all later. Guys, we're gonna do
Stay
better.
blessed.
Oh yeah, stay blessed. We are gonna do better. We're gonna do better. I promise.
Yes.
And it might not be next week, but the following week we're going, like maybe Thanksgiving week we can get together.
Yeah.
Do you have plans? I don't really have anything going on that Monday or Tuesday. I think I'm free Wednesday too. All right, guys, we're gonna give you a Thanksgiving episode. Like we're going to. It's gonna happen.
All right.
All right.
Peace out.
Bye, y'all. Stay blessed.
This has been a Trolley Productions.